All right, so my friend got back to me, and he said to put it with 100 grit paper. 100 grit should be good enough before using polyurethane. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 100 grit. I already did the sides and the bottom. I hand did it because I had a piece of leftover 100 grit. But now I cut a piece for this. I found this, look at this thing. Craftsman, probably from like 1970, this friggin' sander. But it works great. I used it on the outside with 60 grit and it works. Because all I have is the orbital, and the problem is that I don't have enough pads, and I have to go buy them, and they're the hook and loop, and you know, this just clips right on, so that's why I'm using this. So I'm going to sand this really quick. That's my goal, to just sand it really quick. I'm not going to do anything special because I just want to get it enough just to do, polyurethane. So I'm going to do 100 grit that I already did on the bottom and the sides. I'm going to do the top real quick, and yep, that's it. That's what I'm doing. Let's use this sander that we got from like 40-50 years ago. Oof. Alright, so as you can see, I don't know, I did that little bit. I did it real quick because this is going to be hidden, so I just did that real quick. It came out pretty smooth with the 100 grit, so I did the bottom like I said already, and the sides just to smooth it out, so this isn't sharp either anymore. Yeah, much better. Yeah, I like that. Much smoother. Won't get a splinter or anything. Okay, great. So it's kind of what's up. So next I'm gonna get my brushes. I'm gonna stain this with some polyurethane and seal it up before I install the other piece of the countertop. The other piece at the top of the fish tank stand. All right. So before I do that aquarium, that's pretty much what's gonna go on. All right. I'm checking out my table. I got my polyurethane out. Varathane Ultimate Polyurethane Water-Based. I'm going to try to put on my fish tank stand is my goal. I added some screws just a couple, probably 15 minutes ago. I added these 2 screws because when I looked down, I saw a little bit of a light gap over here that I didn't like in the front. It looked like a little bit of a gap, so I used 3.5-inch screws instead, and I pre-drilled, put them in, pilot hole, all that other stuff, and I countersunk them instead, and I only put 2 in the front because that's where I didn't like it, where it was sticking up. I tried to drill through the back, but stupid me, if you remember from my other video, or remember from before, I put a piece of steel in the back here to level it out, a big piece of steel. So I went to go drill through and I hit the steel. Yeah, I can drill through the steel, but it's a big, thick piece of stainless steel that's commercial grade. I'd probably end up burning my bit out and going through 2 or 3 bits before going through it, and I have to make a couple holes, so I didn't really think it was worth it. I think it seems pretty sturdy enough. When I install my Corian countertop on the top of here, I'm going to use 3.5-inch screws again. And this way they'll go really far down and grip into, deeper into the fish tank stand. This way it'll pull everything down nice and tight how I wanted it. So that's what I'll do. No big deal. So this is just a video of me. I'm just polyurethaning it. I'm using a sponge brush. Other people have other options. I guess a better brush would be a better option. I'm new to this, so this is what I'm doing. If you have other, if you have comments or anything like that that maybe will work out better, post them below. This is not really my, you know, my main expertise. So pretty much this is what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm gonna stain this down. That's my goal. All right, so we're done with the first coat. Here's the first coat right here. You can't really see it. Obviously, it's translucent, water-based. So I did the first layer. Let's see how it comes out. Gonna let it dry for a couple hours, then sand it in between, do another layer, sand it again. I have 220 grit. They recommend, I think, sanding in between, so I'll probably do that. Give it a little sand. I'll add some more just to the top because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the sides yet, but this is just to seal the top before I put my aquarium piece on. And like I said, I want to do the silicone around here as well. I'm thinking about 2 or 3 coats should be enough. That'll be underneath of it, and then I'm going to do the silicone around, and that should seal it. 2 or 3 coats. I'm thinking 3 for water-based. And that's it. Hello everybody. We're back with some Glen Velvet reviews. Still working on my tank right here, my tank stand. And I just did a coat of polyurethane last night. So I just did a coat of polyurethane last night, and now I'm gonna. It's a little raised. Because when you put polyurethane on the first time around, it kind of makes the grain come out, so it absorbs it. So you have to put a couple coats on, but I'm gonna sand it in between with 220 grit, so it comes out really nice and smooth. And I don't need it that smooth under the fish tank, but you know, why do it? Why not do it this way? Because I like doing it this way. It's going to be nice and smooth, and I'm going to feel the difference, and it's going to be great. So I'm going to give it another sand real quick with this, 40-year-old sander. I'm going to give it a quick sand with this because I don't want to take off the finish. I just want to make it smooth really quick with 220 grit, and then I'm going to stain it again. So let's get to this. Let's get this going. Alright, so now it feels baby smooth. I mean, awesome. Really nice and smooth. It feels so nice. I'm going to put another coat of this on real quick. Let's see. Where'd I put the brush? Oh, I need to get another sponge brush. That one's drying. Let me get another sponge brush real quick. And we're going to pop this on. What I love about water-based polyurethane is that you can use the sponge brushes, use it, then clean it out and use it again. This is a brand new one. The other one's drying, so it's still soaking wet, but hot water, mix it out for 30 seconds, and you don't have to keep going through these and wasting money. So, I mean, eventually you do have to change it, but I get a couple uses out of it, and I love it. It makes me feel like I'm saving money, because brushes, and at least good brushes, and these ones are still, what are they, 50 cents? Not even, probably a dollar now, right? I doubt they're 50 cents anymore, but probably a dollar for it. So So we're going to put this on. I did it really smooth. I vacuumed it out really good to get all the sawdust out. And now when I put on this coat, it should be smoother than the other coat. It might still bring out the grain a little bit. By the third time I do this, it should be really smooth and good to go. So let's put this on. Alright, so that's about it. That's what I'm going to do for this part. I'm just going to, I did it, like I said, I did the 220 grit, sanded it, and now I'm going to I put that other coat on. I'm probably going to do it 1 or 2 more times to get it nice and thick. I want a really nice, smooth, thick coat of polyurethane to resist the salt water for as many years as possible. So I could do 4 coats and probably be more satisfied with 4 coats. So this is only the second one. I'll probably do 2 more. I'll let you know how that goes. Let's see how thick it is. Maybe the third won't be thick enough. I'm still going to probably go 4. So, all right. Thank you very much for watching. This is Glenn Bell Reviews. Please subscribe and comment always below. Help me out as everyone else helped me out over on YouTube, and I like to help people out as well. Very great community. And enjoy your day. Have a good one.